Hello guys, just thought I'll do a quick packing video. I put a post up on one of the Facebook forums and a lot of people were asking how to pack my stuff. I'll also try and run through my gear. Don't know much of the technical details, but you can obviously find out on Google what the specs are. So the first thing I'll show you is my backpack. This is a Salewa Mtn, which is the Mountain Trainer 2 25. Sorry, my dog's quite curious. So it's a 25-liter pack, fairly lightweight. When I got that, I just thought I'll try and fit everything in this, see how it goes, and I didn't think at first it was manageable, but it happened. So it's got just a very thin frame in the back. It is very comfortable. A hip belt which is quite padded. The shoulder harness is quite padded as well, but they put this gap on purpose just to save weight and for ventilation. What I've also got on this is a Nebo head torch, which you can detach from the band, and what I've done is I've attached it to one of the loops in the bag, and it's fairly bright. So I just thought, rather than having something in the head, if I'm walking in the dark with a backpack, which happened once on a hike, I had to walk a lot in the dark. This was very convenient for me. The Salewa bag also came with this pouch which I attached to my harness, and well, they consider it a bottle pack, but obviously I can't fit a bottle in there. Use it for my emergency kit. It has a small pocket here for your keys, sunglasses, head torches, stuff like that. There's a section for your reservoir. There's another zip here, which kind of, even if the bag is full, you get plenty of space in there. Also, it has a built-in rain cover, which is in the zip here. So it also has some space where I store stuff, which I'm going to show you. So yeah, I'll start packing and I'll show you how I managed to get everything in. So what I do with my first aid kit, which I've got the Life Systems Trek first aid kit, which I got from Go Outdoors. I keep a pack of wipes, trowel. I think this is a nature hike one. It's fairly small. I've never had to use it, to be honest, but you kind of need one because you can't just leave your stuff out there. And what I've got is a wipe, blue rolls as well, a bit of it. Don't take the whole roll, just about enough. I keep all of that in the rain cover section because there is still plenty of dead space here, which I can utilize. That goes in there. Sits in the bottom of my pack. Next, put my sleep system. So this is a Rab Ascent 500, and it's a 650 downfill. The material is Pertex, and it's comfort rated to -5 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Fahrenheit. What I do with this, instead of using the compression sack it came in, I use one of these Osprey lightweight 20 liter dry sack. So just fill that in. Try and compress it as much as I can. Bear in mind, you should only do this just before you leave for a hike, or I wouldn't want to leave it in its compressed state for more than 24 hours. It needs to loft up, otherwise you can damage the down. It won't last as long. So try and take all the air out. So this sits in the bottom, and what it does, it gives it a soft base, plus kind of molds around the bottom to take up all that dead space. Just kind of press it right in the bottom, and kind of pretty much molds to the bottom of the backpack. Next, what I pack is the rest of my sleep system. Got a Sea to Summit Aerius pillow, which is a large, that goes in there. By the way, this is a OEX dry sack. It's called an OEX dry pump. You can also use it to pump your sleeping mat. And this one, I don't use it in the winter. It's not insulated. It's a OEX Traverse IMX. So as you can see, it's really small, really lightweight. That goes in. Just squeeze that air out of it. Keep it kind of against the back. Also got a Sea to Summit Thermalite Reactor, which is a sleeping bag liner, just in case if I feel really cold and my sleeping bag's not doing the job, I can use that. Or if I'm feeling very hot, I can just use that. Next, I'll pack my tent. This one's MSR Hubba NX 1-person tent. It's very, very lightweight. I don't know much about how it performs because I've not used it on the outdoors, but it packs down really small and it's really lightweight. So kind of roll it up, and I pack that in a 10-liter dry bag as well. Actually forgot to pack the reservoir. What I've got is a Osprey Hydraulics LT. It's a 2.5 litre reservoir. I only put about 1.5 litres in there. I carry an extra bottle as well. So the pipe basically disconnects from the bag, so you don't have to take the pipe out all the time. It's all lined in to my backpack. And I take my food, take some 3-in-1 coffee sachets, some Summit, freeze-dried adventure food, freeze-dried desserts. There's Expedition Foods, and I've got Firepot. I just keep ordering them whenever I place an order for my gear. I just get a few bags at a time. So I've got a fair few amount on standby, on storage. So I pretty much put everything in dry bags. Also take a Ziploc bag and a long handle spoon, goes in there. I also take one of my dog's poop bags as a small backup rubbish bag. Then I've got my clothes, so I take a spare lightweight quick dry t-shirt, spare pair of shorts because it's summer, so if I'm feeling too hot I can hike in shorts, spare socks, spare set of underwear, some gloves, waterproof gloves, and a scarf. And these all go in a dry bag as well. So keep a towel just in case. Just goes in there. I've got a Jetboil. So this is pretty much my entire cooking system. So this is where I heat the water, my camping gas, the stove sits inside along with the stand, so they all sit inside in a, all nestled into the container. Also for the coffee, for my coffee, this detaches and it can be doubled up as a coffee cup. Next, I'll try and fill up that space over here, which still has plenty of space. So I keep a dilly bag, which has mosquito repellent. I've got some glow sticks, emergency fire starter, hard drive, uh, tent, lamp. This one's Euro hike. It's very light and compact. It's got a decent amount of light, but it's not too harsh, so I prefer using that. I've also got a flex tail gear tiny pump, which I use to pump up my sleeping mat. It also doubles up as a camp light, but this one's quite bright, so I prefer using the other one. In here is all my charging cables and some attachments for the flex tail gear. These also go in a dry sack. And my spare head torch. There's some things I don't really need dry sacks for, but I just keep them organized. That's how small it is. That's my water filtration system. It's a platypus. You can use that on its own with a smart bottle or something, but I just keep that because it barely takes any space. That goes in there. So that's the inside of my pack done. Next, I store my stuff outside. So I've got the MSR groundhog tent pegs, so I've got about 8 of them. I need 6, but I keep 2 spare. These are the poles for my tent. I've got it in its own bag, plus I use the outer bag as well just to give it a bit more protection. With these, I also use these elasticated compression bands just to make them a bit more compact and tidy. That would go on the outside in one of my water bottle pockets. I've also got this stool, which is OEX ultralight stool. It weighs about 400 grams. Fairly comfortable to sit in, packs down really small. Comes with its own bag as well. Use the same compression strap. Don't need it, but just keeps it nice and tidy. That also goes in a water bottle section, and I kind of use one of the bands to secure it. That's done. On the other side, I keep my drinking water bottle. This is what I use most of the time. Usually fill up a liter, and most of the time I find water on the way in through taps, or I filter water from the streams if it's available, and I store it in that. Then I've got another flashlight, which is if I'm in camp and I just need to walk out, I can use that. This one's a Nebo as well. This one's a LED lens flashlight. It has fairly good battery life, so this is my main head torch. It's got red, green, and it's got a turbo function, which is really bright. I keep all of that in this pocket, which is attached to my harness. Also, I've got a Swiss Army knife, which has got about something silly like about 25 different tools. Those in there as well. And there's a top section here where I would probably put my sunglasses and keys, so don't need it now, so left it empty. It's got a key clip as well. Then my trekking poles just go in here on the outside, and I secure it with these straps. And that's it, guys. So yeah, hope it helps you. And obviously a lot of people were asking, how do you manage to do that? This is how. I've weighed this. The total weight is about 8.5 kilos. Obviously that was without any water. So there is about 1.5 liters. I'll probably get another liter here, so 10.5, 11 kilos. So yeah, it's fairly comfortable. Shapes very well to the back as well. Barely, like, I'm used to hiking with about 15-16 kilos, and this feels like pretty much nothing. Very comfortable, and I've not done any hikes with this setup, so hopefully I'll post something later, and if you're interested I can do another video. So thank you.